honey. Hope that you are doing well today. Cyanide Cupcake. Uh, Honey, do me a favor, send me a link to your channel, okay, so I can mod you up after this thing is over. I try to do it on here, and it doesn't give me that option on this son of a bitch on here, so sorry. Good morning, everybody from Cell Block D in Las Vegas, Nevada. I am enjoying the General Pop yard time now. Good morning, everybody. I'm doing good. Hey, Skelly, what's going on? Shimei, how are you today? It's all good in Cell Block D. This morning, a quiet night. Nobody got shanked. Nobody got barred here in the showers this morning. It was all good. Good morning, Fire Chick. Man, this place is like, I don't know. All right. Good morning, Hippie Chick Barrel. Good morning to you, Kool-Aid Jimmy. It was a bed comfy. I just passed out, man. I'd been going on 2 hours sleep and 50 hours or something crazy like that. So I just crashed. Of course, the heater's not working in the room, but I didn't much care. Hey, Lip, for 20 bucks, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Call the screws to come over and fix it for you? Man. Morning, finally get to see you. Hi, Jen. How are you? Downtown is, it's been taken over by the homeless here. That's basically everybody that's in town. LA is under lockup. Sonoma County, where I live, is just going into lockup at 12:01 a.m. tomorrow morning. So you can imagine the stores today. This is why I say make sure you've gotten out and get what you need while you can, okay? Because it's a shit show. Hey, MJ, Nocturnal, Vanessa, how are you, sweetie? Kim, thank you. No, there's no crowds at all. I can't speak for tonight. Hello, Mr. Cardinal. Because, basically, yeah, how you doing, Kitten Cat? Good morning, Lady Loyalty. How are you? If I missed anybody else, apologies. I see Nancy out there. My friend MJ there. They do say you're handsome. I'm just trying to hide out here before people come and bum stuff off from trading me shit from the commissary here. Thank you for putting money on my book here on Cell Block D. I appreciate that. For those of you who have done that, thank you very much. Just having a cup of coffee, relaxing, get my morning underway. No, I've not spoken to Rich, or I imagine Rich, I don't know how many miles he ended up driving, what, 700, 800 miles, I don't know what the hell, some ridiculous, some heavy mileage yesterday. And I'm sure he's going to be out for a while here. Hi, Jackie Blue. Hi, Johnny West. Let's see. Bella Grace, never want to miss you. Hello, Carla. Good morning to you. Bumming is the top profession. Bumming is the top profession. Well, if any of you never been in lockup before, you have a commissary, and family members and other people can put money on your book, and you can go into the commissary and buy nice ramen noodles, and evidently that's like gold, things like that in lockup. So, you the shopkeep? No, I'm not. I'll tell you, they're trading some crazy shit. You can't walk 10 feet without somebody bumming a smoke off you, or can I buy a smoke from you, or whatever. There are homeless in California with full-time jobs. Yes, there are. And before I get into my morning program here, just want to welcome everybody and say hi. I hate to miss people. I know I get kind of off track. Not sure what that means, cyanide, but love you. I haven't seen Molasses here. I don't know if she's on the chat this morning or not. Hey, Molasses, how you doing? Good to see you. I don't, let me just put this out here real simply. When when I gave Molasses Murphy a hug, and we parted. As far as I'm concerned, we're friends. What she does on her own program and in her life. Thank you, whoever. Thank you, the fisherman. $5. Woo! Thank you very much. Good morning. What she does in her program is she rides or dies with that material, so it's up to her. I'm just saying, people, hey Warren, good to see you, my friend. I wake up this morning, I got like 27 messages, and I got like infinite number of Gmails, Harvey, Bergs, all kinds of people. I'm going to get into all those things this morning. Hello, Captain Caveman. That's been good too. I mean, I've kept my distance down here. Mr. Z and I had an excellent time last night. I don't want to give you the idea, guys, that I came down here to have full-on big-time choo-choos and walks and things like that, because basically everything is pretty much in a shutdown mode in here. You can't get into a restaurant unless you have a reservation. I mean, even a casino restaurant, you can't even walk in and just say table for one or two. Your name has to be on the list. You have to call ahead of time. So a lot of people can't deal with Vegas. Is an off the cuff town. So people are used to just walking in and going in and getting her done. What's up, Alan Gold? Yeah, I needed a break. That's exactly right. So what you're likely to see is us sitting around the fire pit and just chilling out and having a good time and all that. Will we be doing some streaming? Of course we will. Absolutely, positively. Dumpster Junkie says North Carolina is going under curfew. They let you half in? What does that mean? Did they only let? Yeah, they're only. Most of the machines are shut down or dark, so it's very weird. Hi, Yolanda. Okay, yeah, go to the grocery store and get what you need, guys. You don't want to be in a shit show. I can imagine back in Sonoma County where I live, I can imagine that people are swamping into the stores right now, picking up the stuff that they think is going to be on the shelves. And of course, it's probably wiped out here. So, what's up, Coach? How you doing? Camilla went through it later. I thought it was a nice contrast. He got thrown out for recording. It's a good thing he didn't get taken into the back room and get out the radial saw and, Good morning. How y'all doing today? I lost a few fingers in Atlantic City. So I imagine, guys, the whole country will just go into a shutdown within the next 48 hours or so, and that's okay. It'll give people a simple holiday. When are you lighting up a big cigar in Vegas? I might just do that. Yeah, the country's getting out of hand. You can see it here on the streets of Las Vegas. There was a full-on brawl. I caught a little bit of the tail end of the. Brawl. Some guy and his girlfriend started going at it on Fremont Street and started knocking the hell out of each other. And I'll tell you, good morning. Mr. Z's like, whoa, hold on, man, and ready to jump in the middle of that stuff. Yeah, so that's what I say about Molasses Murphy. It was good. I got a very good relationship with her. I'd like to keep that. Hey, Chef, how are you? Smart can travel this year. Santa can't travel this year. We're on our own. Well, I said weeks ago that we may. Hey, Nathan, how you doing, sweetie pie? Question for you, is Callie approved of it? And so, yeah, I'll be the first one to take it when it's distributed. Yeah, absolutely, positively. I'm a believer in immunology and all that, so I'll be definitely one of the first to be in line. My age, Rosie's an old bat, so that gets me to the front of the line. Plus, I work in healthcare. Yeah, you're heading out to the good woods. Good idea, Chef. And I know you're working your ass off, man. I'm trying to get by and just spy what you're doing. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Good to see you. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna get the vaccine. So that's it. No, I don't think I can accommodate Chris right now. But Molasses understand. Look, man, she has been living independently on the road for quite a while, since October, November, December. So she's already road proven. She's already battle proven. She can sleep comfortably in her rig. Christopher slept comfortably, I guess, in his rig. I guess he's sleeping right now out there. Okay. You take the father. Oh, okay. You have to wait for the other. Okay, Shemay. Well, good morning, Jen. I can't be, people do things for views on YouTube, and like I said, I've gotten accused of that. Finally, and that's now given to the lie to that, because I've laid back, and as I said last night, I've been very reactive to things here, not proactive, and trying to respond to situations as they come up. I didn't have a huddle with Molasses Murphy and Rich, and let's do this, wouldn't this be a hoot to do? We never had those conversations, ever. What's up, for? Because quite honestly, enough shit happens around here that you don't have to you don't have to do anything. Life happens. So for her, she never whined, complained, or asked for a damn thing down there. She didn't ask for any money either. So, what's up, Marty? Good morning to you. Is that my new producer, Music Biz Marty, on there? Different one. Jimmy has been kicked from every community on this app. I thought that was my new producer and agent, Music Biz Marty. Okay. Hey, Brockovich, how you doing, honey? Wonderful communication from you. Merry Christmas to you, honey. Much love to you. So good to see you back in the community and doing well and staying safe and doing what you do best, honey. Selling the hell out of stuff in the world. That's a good thing. Today's part. Collagen's working. Skinny hair is great. Not so perky. My carpal tunnel. Well, sorry to hear about that, Smelly. Hey, CJ, what's up? I enjoy Camilla noodles. Oh, how terrible am I? Lower says we're moving to another state park. Always great to see you guys too. It's going to be slow at work. We just look at it this way, guys. You got to understand this. When it comes to retailing, when the Christmas season is over, all the merchandising managers, all the purchasing managers, people like that, they have to make decisions for the following season. And they order their crap because, let's face it, most stuff comes from overseas now, and they have to have those orders in by about February, and then maybe by July the stuff hits the shores, the longshoremen unloaded, it gets distributed. By about September, October, it's all loaded into the stores, and they just, they're stocked to the brim. And now this pandemic hits, and it's like, oh shit, they have to call what they're called their factoring agents, the people that will put loans on merchandise to help carry them through. And I don't even think the factoring agencies are getting involved in this crap now. So what I'm saying is, it's going to be an online Christmas, right? There's not a lot of people going to take the time to go out and knock around stores and all that kind of stuff. Okay, take care, Nathan, the hardest working person on YouTube. You take care, sweetie pie. How you doing, Terry? What's going on? Yes, there are restrictions, but nothing out like out west. And I think in the probably those restrictions up in the Northeast too. Hi, Ginger. So, Molasses, you're going to have to, I have my opinion of you. Other people are going to have their opinions. And it's just something, it's the void. You're going to have to deal with it for a while. And I guess until the next, it's just people out here screaming. I told you, civilization is crumbling here. Crazy. And you're gonna be slammed. Yeah. How you, Grandpa Jay? How you doing? Sorry if I missed you on here. It's a busy chat this morning. I got all kinds of people. God love her. I got this broad sleeping on the street over there, and just random people just walking and screaming, walking around here today. But this is cell block D, and that's what we do around here. We scream, we hit the exercise yard. We got an hour or so to do commissary and trading and things like that. I picked up some ramen noodles today, so I'm good to go. And it is more than microscopic. It's always a ruckus out here. Yeah, so what's going on? So, one thing I found about Molasses is she's pretty tough-skinned gal. She'll roll with what comes along. But like I said, I haven't gotten involved in the post-game drama and all that. That's fine. Want to just give a shout out to, or this thing for Harvey here. The title of this is called A Four-Ring Circus. And I'm very involved in 4 different programs right now that are going on in the Boyd. Some are much more. I think as a community in the Boyd, we should be much more disturbed by what transpired the night before last on Camilo's hangout. Mainly because it laid bare the reality of somebody that truly is an individual that has gone so far behind anything that we've seen with this situation. But let me reach out to Harvey. Harvey is in ring number 1. Okay. Now, there's really, we all wish we could wave a magic wand here on the Boyd and make things comfy, cozy, and friendly and all cheery. But the reality is sometimes you get trolled, and you get trolled hard. And you either learn to roll with it, you take the hits, and you kind of grow a thicker skin, or as in the case of Harvey, you take some time off, take some time away. And I don't have a solution for you, I don't have a solution. Yeah, he is. Hey, money order. Yeah, thick skin for YouTube, especially if you're a content creator, and especially if you sit on the panel. Now, in Harvey's case, he seems to be extremely upset, visibly shaken, and he's, 6,000 miles from me or something like that. I mean, there's not a lot I can do about that. Hey, CJ, love you too. Thank you. Yeah, we had a good time last night. Yeah, you let the Italian out and you move on. Love thrown utterly meaningless. Well, as usual, Kit Kat, you're spot on. Yes, spot on with your analysis. I don't know. Harvey did a video this morning showing Twitter things. Those kind of things have zero solution to them, and I think it, by putting out screenshots and things like that, you may actually be digging yourself a deeper hole. And people might peg you as, and I don't feel this way, as a whiner or somebody like that complains about how they're getting hurt on YouTube. And there's a lot of pain that's dished out on YouTube. I can speak from a personal perspective. And you either get over it and move on, or you get sucked down the tubes. So I know you're watching probably, Harvey. And my advice is take that time off and enjoy the holiday season. Go give your mom a hug. Spend time with your family. Enjoy some of that great Italian pasta and some of those great Italian cookies, and have yourself a hell of a happy Christmas. Just turn off social media, okay? If you don't look at it, You should be glad you're not in the USA where Boyd takes shit to real life, and you have boxes of shit showing up at your door, and just bad shit goes on, man, and family members, being harassed. Just be glad that you're in the UK. All right. Hey, Street, how you doing? Spend Christmas with my grandboys. Good for you, Cindy. Step away. Yeah, he does have the right to defend himself, but I don't think answering back in social media is going to be the best way to address that. With all due respect, Lindsay, and I don't want to, irritate you, but if it was me, I would just pack it in and just go enjoy the holidays. Pack your suitcase, go down to the Canary Islands or something, and enjoy Christmas time. Okay. I don't think, unfortunately, I don't think there's anything that I can do about that. And it is what it is. It is what it is. So please take that as the best advice. Upload your vintage audio stuff. If you're worried about comments, just turn the comments off and just go do your thing. Enjoy yourself. Insulate yourself from social media. And it's Christmas time over there. Put up some Christmas lights in your place and have a good time. And before I get into the rich life stuff, I wanted to talk about the man in the garage. And Bergs, I got your Gmails last night and your phone messages, and here's the way it's going to come down, okay? You can do what you want to do. You can tear the shit out of me up in your Hangouts as you've done for the better part of 2 years. You can claim to have been a friend of mine for 3 years, but when I go back and think about it, I try to think to myself, is there any one thing that this man has ever done for me? I'll have to carry the cross with this guy that, yeah, I was the gateway that brought him into the community in 2017 when he came on my panels, which, well, to be honest, Bergs, you were part of the reason and one of the main reasons that my live stream hangouts, which would always have 10 people on panel and a good time, when you came into those hangouts, you upset the whole chemistry of that. Okay? You destroyed the chemistry of those hangouts. Yeah, we would have a few drinks, we'd have a good time, but we never, in the experience that I had of 2 years of running hangouts, 2+ years, we never had a situation where somebody came in and just yelled over other people and was drunk and horrible. And my phone's been blowing up about that this morning in the messages. Okay. You've been a distinct negative for the community by virtue of the fact that you can't control your drinking for whatever reason. And man, when you go off the rails, you talk about a mean drunk. The stuff that you said when I was on Camilla's, and like I said, I don't give a shit for me. My stuff's been out there, but yet you've gone into your garage and talked about a rat-faced person, and it, I don't use their real name because they don't, YouTube allows me to do that. So don't say anything because I don't use a real name. Well, when the stuff came down with you and your situation with Molasses Murphy, which I think was not a good thing, was a bad thing that she did. Okay? She only used the term Berg. She didn't use your real name. Okay? And then to come down to the Rancho, claim that she's on my Wi-Fi, and there I'm for responsible, but she's broadcasting or putting out the stuff on the panel that she wants to put out. I never in my life told Molasses Murphy, she didn't ask for the password for the Wi-Fi. She never went on the Wi-Fi, nor would I be responsible if she did go on the Wi-Fi and did what she wanted to do. She alone would be a responsible individual for what comes out of her mouth. Okay? So you got it in the idea, you got it in your head, you were going to pump this thing for views. You were going to go Johnny Badass with law firms, and my lawyer has this and my lawyer has that. And I'm sorry, man, you did it for the views. Because your corner of YouTube was dead. Okay, yeah, you got your few cucks over there that support and they retract their messages, and we know who I'm talking about. The little Mickey Rooney over there that supports you, that lives in Chicago. Okay, so I firmly believe in my heart that rather than be offended by this talk, you took that talk and you ran with it and thought that would drive views, and people would come in and want to hear the ranting and raving and things like that. A lot of worse stuff has been said on the Void. Far worse stuff has been said. A person that was of the right thinking mind, not one that's flooded with alcohol, would have said, you know, Molasses Murphy, you suck, and just rolled on. When you put the spotlight on it and start to highlight it, you're the one that's blowing up the situation, okay? Hate me if you want, that's my opinion. But what you did the other night on Camillo's and what I addressed to you in my Gmails to you, what I told you was going to happen is going to happen, okay? All right? When I got on the road that morning and I called back to the work that I just left, and I gave a link to that hangout to a medical transcriptionist friend of mine, and I said, would you go through and I'll pay you some money and just transcribe. This person's about 120 words, 120 words a minute. She knocked that crap out in no time at all. I got that. And I got a certification to that transcription because, well, we have bona fide transcribing certification within that facility. Okay? What happens to that, Bergs, what happens with that is in your hands now. Okay, I told you, number one, keep my name out of your mouth. It's because of people like you that drop people's doxes, screaming my ex's name and putting, you know, she's been trolled the shit out of her for just being a decent humanitarian doctor because of dickheads like you. 22 years of operating a basically free medical clinic, and she has to deal with assholes like you. Oh, I don't doctor. Oh, I wouldn't do that stuff. You put that shit out there. You may not run with it, but tons of other people do. And as I said, they've been through the mill. Okay? Just because of a-holes like you. Who owns the Rancho? Man, what business is yours? 52 years of life or whatever what do you have to show for your life? A couple guitars and a bad alcohol habit. And that night on Camillo's Hangout, when you attacked Lisa Lynn, mercilessly, then a daughter and a grandkid, hey man, you crossed the line. And then you talked about Jill's reproductive history and her personal, very terribly private personal choices. Things that people tell you in confidence as a friend, and you just splay that stuff all over the internet to the point that this woman is so unhinged that she takes her phone and throws it across the room and destroys the screen. Then I'm listening to King Camillo, he's driving, and I say King Camillo was very, very courteous to me. You aren't. aren't in there running your mouth and I'm riding down the road and I just have Lisa Lynn and King Camillo, I'm having a good time. Shit's cool. But every time you rear that head and come in and screaming, you make me understand why I don't enjoy panel chats, because I never know when somebody like you is going to pop up. Just somebody trying to escape from cell block A over there. That's all that is. Okay? She didn't deserve that. And I'm going to keep ringing this bell, Bergs. Okay? You've reached out, and because of you and your actions, stimulating other people, you've put my family through hell. People searching court documents, who owns this? People making prank calls to a damn federally qualified health facility and stuff because of the crap that you do. So I thought to myself, hey man, if you can reach out and touch people's family like you do, why can't we do the same for you? Why can't I gather the docs and do the crazy bullshit that you've done? And you guys know I don't do that shit. But when somebody hits us hard, I've taken the hits from this guy for years. Name calling, abusive, family stuff on other people. Rank, solid abuse, misgendering. Everything down the line. And you know what? I sucked it up. I ignored you. And I would have continued to ignore if it was you and me, but man, you went after some other people in a big way on that panel. Now, I know you're hiding in your rat hole out there now. So we could, in my mind, our focus is on the wrong thing in this community. Yeah, the molasses and Rich Life and Rosie and all, it's kind of a shit show, yeah. But man, show me the horrendous shit that's been done there that doesn't even hold a candle on a scale of 1 to 10 with the man in the garage stuff being a 10. Molasses, Murphy, Rich Life, Rosie stuff is about a 3. Keep your eyes on the prize, guy. So I contacted you, Bergs, and you contacted me back. And here's the deal. Keep my name out of your mouth. Don't worry about who owns the Rancho. Don't criticize me because I live my life and live my life fully. Oh, Rosie's going down to Las Vegas again. What do you care, man? People click that camera on in the morning, or their computer on, their phone, their tablet, or whatever, and they see an upload from me. They don't know where the hell I'm going to be. I could be in Vegas. I could be on my way to LA. I might be on the Rancho trimming trees. But I'll tell you what, Bergs, they don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing every day, and maybe that's why they tune in. But I'll be damned if every person in this community doesn't know exactly what you're going to be and what you're going to be doing and where you're going to be every single night. You have the opportunities to go out and create content. Missy Jen kindly sent you a camera that you never picked up. Giving advice. You're just lazy, man. You just want to pick low-hanging fruit of shaming people and making people feel like crap. So you enjoy your crew over there, supporters, your retractors, the mystery names that just got created this afternoon, and you run with that. But I'll tell you what's going to happen when you get on drunken rants again, man, and it's going to be dropped. and we'll let your crew worry about what you're doing. That's ring number 2. I got one slob taken care of. I'll get another slob taken care of too, trust me. So that's it, Bergs. Do your show, do whatever you want. Leave people the hell alone. Your shows are weak. Your whole program is weak as hell. Thank you. I'm not out for anything, but it's, you know. Ring number 3 is a good ring. It's what I'm doing with Mr. Z and Monkey Boy, and our program continues here. Christopher's in town, and I'll tear into that in a minute. As I said last night, the whole A program was for Chris to come to town and hang out, enjoy Christmas, and then we roll on to the Gulf states and through Mississippi and all that. Well, amazingly, we're back to the A program again, as I said last night. Okay. So, Mr. Z and Monkey Boy, hey, how you doing, Cassidy? Good to see you. Happy holidays to you. Well, you would be surprised, Lady Loyalty. Even if you don't mess with people down here, you can occasionally be messed with. Yeah, 2 soups for a cigarette. What's up, JK? Yeah, good morning from the General Pop Block here. Oh, brother. Place is crazy today. I hope you both have a good time. Oh, well, thank you very much, Roadrunner. We will. Hey, hi, May. Thank you. I didn't even have heat in that room. I didn't even care last night. I was so damn tired. Oh, and let me thank Camillo for keeping that hangout up. That took a lot of guts. You know, the man in the garage was so damn worked up and worried, he tried to porn bomb me to get that thing taken down. And much to your credit, you kept it up. Okay? Just to put a wrap on that, in my opinion, that's far, that's so far above anything that's been done with this. There's so many shitty cars running around this complex, this prison. To me, that was the worst thing I've ever seen. Yeah, it's like a mess here. It's like a damn mess. That to me was terrible stuff. And I'm just riding down the road and just popped off that hangout and just called back. Please transcribe that hangout stuff because it may disappear. I was listening to Lisa Lynn on a little bit of her hangout last night. People would come on, what happened? Oh, it was a hangout last night. Yeah, it was bad. They're like, oh, you know, how bad could it be? She's like, it was really, really bad. Let's see. You were really streamed last night. You were really see you like, hey, Susie, how are you, sweetheart? Thank you. Rooms are cheap. If you got $1 in your pocket, you can get a room here. You can get a room here. What creators you subscribe to can bite a YouTuber in the bum? In a way, it's kind of sad when you think about it, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot more of you that have incredible talents out there that sit out there on the other side of this, sit in front of your screens or whatever device that you're watching on them. And you think to yourself, wow, I'm really a great professional model builder, or I'm a great taxidermist, I'm a great hunter, a great fisherman, a great needlepoint creator. And you look at, and if you happen to land in the Boyd as your first point of contact within online social media, your hair must stand on that. Oh, you got another screamer. Let me get this guy go by. Oh God, he's coming over my way. And there's more people with blown out brains down here than I've ever seen in my life. But you guys wouldn't put yourself on social media. It's one of the inmates and his boyfriend singing along. Don't make eye contact. Oh, we're having fun, Cyanide. We're having fun. Hey, Brandy. How are you? So I pretty much, there it is, Bergs. There it is. Find your talent, find something to do besides staring into other people on YouTube. On the side of the street soon enough, exactly. Yeah, everybody's good at something, but a lot of people are like, Rosie, I do this, I don't, and they send me private pictures of the things that they do, or they're kind enough to send me, pictures of what they look like and all this, because they know I'm not going to ever share that stuff on social media, because I don't ever break a trust or a confidence on YouTube, no matter what. Yeah, try to appear as large as possible. Try to appear as large as possible. Yeah, so we also have the overlay, the other ring circus. We got this pandemic and all that stuff that we're dealing with right now. Now, on to the rich life situation going forward. Mr. Z's a wonderful guy. Monkey Boy's pretty chill. And they're adaptable people. Like I said, I didn't come down here with a program to run. I didn't come down here. I came down here to just get the hell away for a few days and just chill out and have a good time. Maybe look at some hotels decorated for the holidays, get a little bit of holiday cheer. But they're all cool. They're all cool. So, people are like, oh, did Chris get a hotel room or not? Or didn't? I mean, certainly one's available for a cheap price, but he's never complained. He never asked for anything. He put up in his van and is probably still sleeping now after a very long day yesterday, and that's a cool thing. He's pretty much of a self-sustained unit. I mean, there's chicken in a can, there's drinks and sodas or whatever the hell else that he wants to do. So we'll try to integrate him into our program, but it was not my agenda to do. Yeah, we'll do a chooch, but it's not going to be a huge one. There's a hot tub machine in your room. I don't wish it did. I'd have my big rack out there in the hot tub right now if there was one, but I don't think that. Is it safe where you are? Jasper said. The safety factor of Las Vegas right now is at an all-time low, which means your potential for getting into some type of mayhem, bad interaction with people is probably at an all-time high down here right now. Good morning, Lucky Beans. So, we'll be heading out probably Monday or something like that. I think Chris does very well in his van, and I think that that's a good thing. We may share some meals together, maybe sit around. I got the fire pit, I got the propane. We can sit around and just chill out and enjoy ourselves. As Chris said, Molasses Murphy tried to take his money. Um, Skunk Ape. I wasn't there. I wasn't there. I can only tell you that my interactions with Molasses Murphy were of a positive nature, and I'll stand by that. And I'll also stand by the fact that, as some people commented last night, there's nothing necessarily wrong with channel building, as long as you follow it through with content and can walk the walk instead of talking the talk. Subscribers come cheap, but having people that are going to be with you for the long term requires you to put content out there. So I don't really care if somebody says I'm looking to pick up subs, which she never told me once. We never talked about subs. We never talked about, we didn't talk about YouTube business. At one point in the night, I mentioned to her, hey, I think you came in with 225 subs. You're at 555 subs or whatever now. That's really cool. But most of the people that subbed to her because they liked the quality of entertainment that she was bringing that night. Yeah, we're not doing the kitchen stadium, but we will have the fire pit. Hey, Captain. Yeah, the script writing. This is the last ring of the circus here, okay? And I think finally people were starting to open their eyes that, I was listening to Boris today, and as he says, I'm not blowing smoke up, but I'm just saying he hit some pretty good nails on the head with stuff. And if you know what somebody's like, and you know the way they operate their YouTube channel, and if you know that they have some life issues and are differently able, and then you set about to exploit that disability for content, hoping to see something that may produce something that you can drop a parody or do something on a channel, okay? Is it exploitive? Maybe I'm just too locked into the whole deal and know. But if you drive in on somebody's mind and you pick out what you perceive to be the weak aspects, and you're fishing for content and doing things like that, and I hate to use, oh, thank you. I hate to use the term puppet master, but there are some puppet masters out there, I think. And why do I say that? Because I heard it with my own ears. Okay, and I'm not gonna drop names and mention things. I don't want to have a lot of scuff, but I'm allowed to express an opinion. But when somebody says, yeah, go ahead, man, you can nail that, or that's no problem, man, that's yours for the taking, go for it. I hate to say that, but that's the main wellspring of bullshit here. That's the main wellspring of bullshit, is helping to reinforce some ideas that may be in people's heads to do this thing because it's doable, knowing that this shit is going to blow up and it's going to be something that can be parodied or something that can be used on YouTube. Hey, how you doing, Vera? Yeah, thank you, Rick. This is just an observation, and YouTube can be for everybody. And man, you do what you want to do on YouTube. I don't really care. But over the last week, we've had the curtains kind of been drawn back on this whole scripting thing, and some of the people that claimed that I was a script writer for years have now seen that I'm reactive to things, not proactive to things, and I try to respond with kindness and not hate. When I told Molasses Murphy, no, I really can't have you back to the Rancho, she didn't throw a fit. Why? Because I told her with a kind heart what was going on. She understood. You know what that does? that opens the gates to her to the Rancho the next time that she comes through. And yeah, I hope she spends a couple more days out there. Okay? How many of you have gone into other streams and heard Rosie's writing a script? Or this is all Rosie's doing, or Rosie's the script writer for the Void. How many times have you guys heard that, honestly? And I'll wait a minute for the response. Take care, Jen. Love you, honey. Yeah, thank you, Vera. I appreciate you being on the channel, honey. You're always a great supporter. Yeah, I've heard about it. Yes, yeah, too many to count. Yeah, we know that. It's been zillions of times. Rosie writes the best script. Yeah, 10 million times. Now you guys have finally seen over the last week the reality of how things get scripted, and the same thing was done about Elbow too. When I responded to Elbow's unwarranted attack on me and attempt to destroy my channel, and I responded with a nuclear response, most people that were right-thinking, mentally with cogent mental faculties, and had a decent moral compass, cheered that as a good thing. But there were a couple people, maybe a couple handfuls of people that decide this is a terrible day for the Void because I've lost my ability to make content. In other words, the entertainment was put at a higher level than the harassment and hate that was dished out. And we have the same thing now. The entertainment value of being a puppet master for Rich Life and Road Trips far outweighs, right, the need to help somebody or to just be friendly to somebody and pull them off of the shit show. Yeah, if those were scripts, I'd be a billionaire. Hey, Rolf, sorry, I don't want to reach out to you, Rolf. You made a wonderful comment on my video. Rolf has been a great supporter in the channel and leaves positive comments. And Rolf is, I have to think about the comments people make, because Rolf is like, really, your channel was peaceful and it was a good place to be. The only thing I can do, Rolf, is just apologize and tell you, when you've been around a long time in the community and you get to know a lot of people, and you like to have people come and visit and hang out if they're going to be in the area, sometimes things develop into a shit show, and no doubt this shit show has miles still to go on this wagon, but I'm just saying, I'm sorry about the way that things turn out sometimes, and I'm sorry. Hey, Cindy, how you doing, sweetie? And I'm sorry that it's kind of upsetting to you that it takes out of the normal realm, but sometimes you just got to deal with stuff. And there's just a couple things that came to a head recently. Number one, I got tired of being harassed by the man in the garage. And as many of you knew, I took that shit for years and didn't respond because that's my nature, not to be responsive to that. Hey, Coach. And then number two, I've had this crap about script writing for years too. I've had to deal with that cross around my back, and now both of those things are being relieved at one time. So sometimes, hey P2E, sometimes unfortunately, Rolf, things are going to get a little messy sometimes on the channel, but we will be back to regular business, no worries. Once again, as I'll remind you guys, the original plan with, and thumbs up are appreciated if you're enjoying the chat. Yeah, thank you, Warren. It's good to see you So just open your eyes a little bit. Go back and see. I don't know what to say. I want to put this the right way. You can be a content creator, as I'm a content creator. You can be out there as the original article and doing things on YouTube, like traveling places, doing projects on the Rancho, doing vintage audio and moonshining and all these metal detectors. Or you can be what I call the first derivative, not the content creator, but the person that talks about content creators. The real stream newses, the parody channels, the people that watch the creators and derive the fun shit that goes on. And hey man, I've been parodied tons of times. I don't really care. But what I'm saying, when you're a derivative content creator, like a commentator and something, you're always searching around for something. And never complains, well, the void's dried up, there's not much going on, and it leaves those people high and dry. So the temptation becomes to not wait for something to patiently happen like you're fishing, but to go out there and take a stick of dynamite fishing and make your own drama, and stir your own drama. All right? Let's blow up the whole lake and get a few fish floating to the top, and then we can harvest them and eat. Well, you kill the whole lake. And that's exactly what goes on in these situations. You know, you become so starved to be relevant, so starved for content that, well, it becomes tempting to go out, stir the pot, set a few individuals up that may not be the most strong-minded or whatever individuals, and let's create some chat. Let's stir up some shit. And as I said last night, and Boris said on his Cataract Killer streams, if you troll people that have issues, we're not people. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, sweetie. Don't do that again, because I want you to have your money for Christmas for your wonderful family down there. Thank you, honey. If you get joy out of trolling these situations and things, maybe you better take a look in the mirror, right? Maybe it says more about the type of individual that you are than the person that you're trolling. That's all I'm saying about that. And then YouTube's in, still creating, yeah, that's, well, computer chick, but you know, you're happy. Yeah, I don't like to see people's weaknesses be exploited and things like that just for views. Because what ends up happening is we leave very damaged individuals behind. Good morning, Bobby. Thank you, my friend, for taking care of things up in the Rancho. I appreciate that. Be safe up there, Bobby, okay? Love you. Love you. So there are many ring circuses going on right now. Hopefully our time will pass well here in Las Vegas. I think we're going to be rolling out of here on Monday. As it stands now, subject to change, because I don't tell people what to do. As it stands now, I believe that Christopher will be following me to the Rancho, where we will prepare more for the Christmas holidays and have a good time. Hopefully keep low-key, but keep entertaining. And then sometime after Christmas time, to be able to roll out to the Southwest and the South and really enjoy it. Really enjoy a decent visit. Really enjoy a decent visit with Donnie, Joe Donnie Com, and some other people, and really enjoy our time down south in our travels. And hopefully the scourge of this pandemic will start to lift. Yeah, take it one day at a time. No, Gerald, I already think he's been through the process of diagnoses and things, and I'm not I'm not cable, but yeah, my father continues to improve very rapidly. Thank you for asking. At 91 years old, it's amazing that you can come back from COVID having had defibrillation, intubation, ventilation, and to be coming out of that is how many 91-year-olds get themselves off of a ventilator? I guess I come from pretty tough stock, don't I? Last things I remember when talking to my dad was he had a new girlfriend at his assisted living facility, and he was indicating at age 91 that he might pop the question to her. He had a lot to live for, right? The last thing I'm going to say today is about respect for women. And this goes for Rich Life, this goes for everybody. If you're a male, you have a lot of choices in life. You could be an animal, and you could be somebody that physically goes out and takes what you want in the world as a savage does. And, well, you get the rewards of a savage in society. When they catch you, you get dealt with very harshly, okay? You can be another person that tries to work things on a sly and, set up a woman or something, stalk her and blah, 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 and that kind of person. That's scary, too. You can be one of the people that objectifies women, and the only thing that you see when you see a woman is the shape of her ass, the shape of her body, the face that she has on her. But what I never hear is, what kind of person is she? Is she fun to be with? Is she fun-loving? Is she happy? Does she have a happy family? Does she laugh a lot? Does she have a good spirit? Does she have a good nature? Those are the long haul items. Beauty lasts so long. And I guess one of the things about being an old bat is that you understand by the time that you reach an old bat status like I do, that you finally learn what really counts in life and what really carries the mail. There's very few women that I've ever known comes the afternoon food service truck to sell block tea in here. Sorry about the noise. There's very few women that I've ever known that get excited when they see a dick pic or when they get talked to crudely, objectified. This is the only message I would drive home to Rich Life and other guys, that maybe examine yourself and what you're really looking for a woman for. Because I'm not a genetic female, but if I was, and I heard a guy objectifying and coming at me with crude stuff and sending me dick pics and stuff like that, my legs would be bing. You put a chain on those babies. There's that old saying, if you don't know where you're going, every road will take you there. And it's the truth. But there's also another saying here, if you play a stupid game, you get stupid prizes. And if you go out there and you insist on the same approach and talking to women in the same way, yeah, you might have shits and giggles, you might have views, but you're not going to have the woman. And anybody that believes that Molasses Murphy was going to engage in a romantic relationship apart from friendly and travel buddies, well, I'm sorry, we're not on the same page with that. How you doing, Marie? In my experience to dating women, and I've dated a lot of them. I had Missy Jen for 5 years and still have a wonderful relationship with her. I didn't sexualize, objectifize. Yeah, we danced around in bikinis and stuff, but I was kind to Jen and enjoyed Jen and really loved Jen for the person that she was. And I never knew that she had MS so bad that she had to be in a wheelchair, and she finally revealed that to me. And well, Rosie, you can run now if you want to run, because you might as well know that I have MS and I'm living in a wheelchair. I said, it doesn't matter hoot and holler to me. Let's get going. Let's get on the road. I knew Missy Jen's heart. I knew the kind of person she was. And being on the Rancho for 5 years, everybody on YouTube got to see that. You win the heart of a woman through humor, through kindness. It's amazing how women can look at a man. He can be the ugliest guy in the world to the general population, but the most beautiful guy in the world to a woman, because she sees qualities in him that are astounding. Astounding. And she considers herself lucky that she got this guy and they got together. That's the beauty of women. And the failure of meeting quality women, when you have the approach that a rich life may take or something like that, is you're not valuing the woman. You're gone for the physical aspect, the physical reward of that relationship, but you're not doing the honest part of the relationship and dealing with her in integrity, because you like her as an individual. And let me tell you, my friends, that's a losing proposition for being with a woman. That's like an immediate turnoff. And quality women will run the other way. And you will have people, you will end up with what you have. I don't want to say society's throwaway, because there's no such thing as a human being, but you'll find yourself trying to hook up with women that are potentially in desperate straits. They would do anything to have a roof over their head, a cigarette in their hand, maybe a drink in their hand, and they're willing to compromise their values for survival. The only thing I will say to Rich when we do sit down and have a nice discussion is aim a little higher. Have a little sweetness in your game. Have a little consideration for the whole person. That's all. But I don't tell people how to run their program. Yeah, Roadrunner, that's Bommy, I sent you Gmail with that picture of Bombshell. Did you get that, honey? I sent you a couple of them. If you haven't, please hit my Gmail. I can make it like new at gmail.com, my girl. I got some beautiful Las Vegas light Bombshell that would be perfect right across your channel header. Okay. Right. Yeah, thank you, Karen. Why is there a jail? Go back and look at my video from where I'm staying at the El Cortez. It looks like a cell block, one that I stayed in before. Yeah, oh good, okay, Bommy, good. I told you I was going to get that. That thing would be kick-ass on your on your channel. Isn't that great? Yeah, thank you, Bella Grace. Yeah. Yeah. Well, he'll, in the reality, no, Patty, I didn't miss your messages on it. He will continue to run his own program. And some people wrote me some nice messages. Rosie, I'm glad you're taking control and laying down the law about things. These are only suggestions I'm making for doing things. Because there'll be people when things go south, or he says something that is maybe crude or something like that, they'll be spinning back to me, contacting me, sending me messages. He said this, I'm not involved in that, okay? I tell it one time, and then if you want to go down that path, direct your messages to other people. So, all right? I will do what is best, but I'm not going to take any ownership. I'm not a script writer. We're back on plan A, as I said last night. Plan A is to come to the Rancho and spend the holidays, and then we head out for the Gulf states and go back to, I get to finally meet Go Donnie Com, hang out with him, do our thing, and have some good road travel adventures, and whoever else wants to go along. So, yep. Hey, Rue. Donnie, I think you need to continue to pound that theme with that. Well, that's okay, Rhonda. I'm not going to take ownership of that situation, though. Because let's face it, on YouTube we get what we get. If you put crap out, you're going to get crap back. But we'll have a good time. We'll have a good time down here with. I'm not even going to comment on that. That woman just pulled her pants down over there. All right, guys. On that note, it's been an hour. I don't want to hold you all up. I want to thank you for being in here today. More adventures ahead. I have 3 videos that I'm working on at the current time, from travels with Mr. Z, Bass Pro Shop, the coolest liquor store in the history of the world, and also the phenomenal international market here in Las Vegas. So, on that note, damn, woman just mooned me. Hi, Blinky, how you doing, sweetheart? On that note, I'm going to pop off, guys, and wish you a happy day. Good content. Going to be a low-key visit. Hanging out is the order of the day. There's, we'll be doing some stuff and all that. All right. Have a great one, everybody. And Cyanide Cupcake, please send me the direct link to your channel. And have a good one.